So I went to this Edgar Post Speakeasy for a date night. It was $55 per person. I did not record the first story, so you're just going to get the intro shortly. Here it goes.
Where the line between reality and imagination blurs, and where the master on the car.
This was the first drink. It was very lemony, very citrus. I didn't really like it. I tasted the vodka. Unlike the other one, I didn't get like the little pamphlet like the last time. This is our second one we've been to. Our second drink was also fruity, and it came with a story. All of them do. The first one I forgot to record. I was so busy passing drinks. But it was citrus. The blackberry was my favorite. I'm not a big citrusy person when it comes to drinks.
Ew.
If anybody can distinguish Amontillado, it is he.
Lucchese cannot tell an Amontillado from a sherry.
Yes, well, some fools say that his taste could rival.
This is the next drink. It was very grandma tasting, meaning it tasted like frozen lavender. That's what my grandma reminded me smelt-wise. Did not taste her, ha ha ha. Here's the next showing.
And an expression of his grief. Unlike the other sinister tales, this story is about a love so pure and powerful that not even death can sever its bonds. So, let us now journey to a kingdom by the sea, where the waves whisper of love. Let us all now be moved by the mournful beauty of Annabelle Lee.
Many and many a year ago in this kingdom by the sea, there lived a maiden whom you may know by the name of Annabelle Lee. And this maiden lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. Well, I was a child and she was a child in this kingdom by the sea, but we loved with a love that was greater than love. I and my Annabelle Lee. A love that winged seraphs from heaven coveted her and me. Yes, this was the reason why, in this kingdom by the sea, that a wind blew out of a cloud by night, chilling my Annabelle Lee, so that her high-born kinsman came and bore her away from me, to shut her up in sepulchre in this kingdom by the sea. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, they went envying her and me. And yes, this is the reason I believe, as all men know in this kingdom by the sea, that wind blew out of the cloud that night, chilling and killing my Annabelle Lee. But our love was far stronger than the love of those who are older than we, by many far.
The last one was my favorite. It was espresso with Bailey's. Can't complain. I'm a coffee girl. If you don't like coffee, it wasn't good, but I loved it. And it was a good pick-me-up for the last show. I can't rave much about it because it was just so good. So here is the final story.
1836. Now the author is no stranger to madness. And he has lost many loved ones, and so he has channeled these fears into a story that is haunted by the generations of this madness within the house. So, my friends, this is Gothic horror at its most chilling. Let us now walk the wretched halls in the fall of the House of Usher, where every creak, every whisper could be the sound of something far more sinister.
During the whole of a dull, dark, and soundless day in the autumn of the year, when the clouds hung oppressively low, I rode on horseback through a singularly dreary tract of country, and as the shades of evening drew on, I found myself within view of the melancholy House of Usher. Now I know not what it was, but upon first glance, an insufferable gloom had pervaded my spirits. And as I looked upon the scene, upon the mere house, I wondered to myself, what was it that so unnerved me about the contemplation of the House of Usher? Its proprietor, Roderick Usher, was a companion of mine in boyhood. Several years had elapsed since our last meeting. However, a letter had found me in a distant part of the country. A letter from him. He wrote of a bodily illness, of a mental disease that afflicted him. And he wrote of an earnest desire to see me, his only personal friend. As I pondered these things, I crossed a short causeway to the house, where a valet of stealthy steps led me through intricate dark passageways. Somber tapestries hung upon the wall, carvings in the ceilings as I progressed towards the private chamber of Roderick Usher. The room I had found myself in was very large, lofty. The windows were tall, narrow, and pointed, and at such a vast distance from the dark oak.
Now, if you haven't noticed, I didn't record the full 4 stories. I tried to let you guys go to them. This was the second one. I loved the first one. The second one wasn't as bad. I think it just depends on who's acting and performing that night. That said, it is worth it. I love the drinks. I mean, some of them were the best. There wasn't too much of a citrus person, but the coffee one, perfect. Definitely recommend you guys checking it out. And people do dress up, but you don't have to. My husband always wears his khaki clothes and his fishing looking outfits, and like I said, you don't have to dress the same as everybody else. Be who you are, and definitely give it a try.